Oh, sure. Run across the map, they said. Come to this big towering castle, they said. Join the Dawn Guard, they said. This better be worth it. Here on DC Plays Skyrim.
I'll tell you, the only thing more surprising than hearing from Isran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right. Go on inside. Isran will want to talk to you.
I thought he was guarding the door, but apparently he's just hanging out. Alright, so we are here. We are kind of as far to the southeast of the map as we are allowed to go. And we are going to talk about joining the Dawn Guard. So, here we have a Vigilant of Stendar, from the looks of his robes, talking to Denzel Washington. Let's see, well, that one's not going to work. I heard you were looking for vampire hunters.
I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But
maybe this would be Idris Elba.
Vampires start to take notice as well.
What can I do to help?
Someone out in the field Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related
Alright,
to these recent
go to a cave.
Tolan, tell him about.
Oh.
Was it?
I was just leaving.
Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire.
That's good enough for me.
Oh,
Go see what the
apparently if you move too closely,
Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck,
his eyes are like almost white.
here, you should take a
Ooh, I get a
crossbow.
crossbow.
For taking out those fiends before they
I don't think I've ever used a crossbow before. We'll have to try it out.
Poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet.
So this is one of those cool things where, you know, this is a giant castle, and we're welcome to take whatever we want. And it's obviously in disrepair, but I'm assuming as the Dawn Guard grows in popularity and esteem, things will get better. So here we have a, nice little sleeping chamber. One person gets a partition. That's going to be me. I call that room. I call that room. Alright, the boy I ran in with is here. He makes me a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. Oh, archery range here. What's this? Oh, more bolts. Alright, well, let's try out this crossbow here. Because I've never used a crossbow before. Maybe it'll be my new favorite thing. So, here we are. Takes a little while to reload, but I believe I'm boring Uthgard the Unbroken. Alright, well, I'll give the crossbow a whirl rather than my orcish bow. Sure. Let's try it. Let's favorite that. Well, let's come down here and unfavorite the orcish bow. Alright, so I have a new weapon, which should be fun. Now let's see if I can find my way out of this place. Oh. Well, that was nice. Chest full of things, and again, I'm just going to wind up selling them. Oh, we're going upstairs, apparently. Alrighty, this place is big. Opening up to the canyon. Alright, so let's actually, once we get out here, this is nice. Nice little place to kind of hang out. Oop. More bolts, another scroll, a random bolt just laying there. It's over here. Leather strips and food. The lusty Argonian maid. Okay. Apparently, people come out here for awkward times. Am I going to be able to jump over? Let's see. Oh, yep, yeah, apparently so. Really glad I have the ability to survive that fall. Alright, so I need to find out what the vampires are seeking. Oh, that's way over there. Alright. So, at least we got some quests to take us there. But actually, what's here? Collect the bounty. Alright, so I need to head back to Riften, and then I think I'm heading up that way. Alright, so time to head out of the canyon. Oh. Ooh. Let's see, I wonder if hunting with the crossbow is going to be any better. Nope, apparently not, although there's a dead elk here. Apparently I had already been hunting. This is the problem with these 15-minute videos, is I tend to forget what I've done and what I haven't already done. Hi. Oh. I like this crossbow. It's a little slow to reload, but considering I'm going to probably wind up finishing off people with my unarmed fists of fury, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. And the bolts don't take up too much of my luck. I should look at those Dawn Guard gauntlets. I'm sure if I had wandered, I would have found more armor to get, but maybe I'll get to Riften by daytime and sell some things. That would come in handy. Alright. So, I am now a vampire hunter. I'm starting to feel bad about calling that guy Denzel Washington. Seriously, it's what it looked like. You know, if you think about Denzel Washington from like the Book of Eli, you know, he had that kind of, he does the action movie thing. You could see him in a movie where he's going to fight vampires. Doc Manson would be all over me about this. But I'm being serious. Like, I do think that that would make sense. Alright. Anyways, I'm going to stop feeling bad about that and run to Riften, which is west. So I'm not going to go check out what those things are, though I'm curious. I'm really going to try to stay on path here. Ugh, it's raining. At least in this game, unlike 7 Days to Die, which is the game Doc Manson is so wonderfully playing on his YouTube channel, at least with this game, you don't have to worry too much about wet. Oh, hi. Sorry. Alright, there's no point to using the crossbow here for close quarter combat, especially when I can chokeslam. I think Uthgerd hit me again with an arrow. She shot me a bunch. Oh, nice little treasure chest kind of hiding out in the ruins of this old fort. I'll have to go through that as well. I think I should stop in Riften and kind of stay there for a while and do a little check to make sure that I'm outfitted appropriately and I'm set with everything I need. I was talking about, you know, you don't have to worry about being wet or really being hungry or thirsty, which does kind of take you out of it, you know, the realism of survival. Now, granted, I have the Immortal Lord mod, so it's not like I need these things. There is apparently a mod. I don't know if it's available for PS4, but apparently they did have something where like you could get cold, and so you needed, you know, you did succumb to the elements a little more. That would be interesting to dive into at a later date. You know, yeah, I think you have the ability to like pitch a tent and like you could set up your own campsite, which would make a lot of sense rather than running through these inns. You know, at some point we should talk about the potential, although I'm pretty sure it is almost all rumor at this point, but the potential of
You and Riften looking
Hi.
for trouble?
No, I am just passing
Well, I got
through.
news for you. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose. The Blackbriars have Riften in their
Alright, this sounds like the hired muscle.
I'm Maul. I watch the streets for him. If you need dirt on anything,
Let's see, do I want to bribe him, intimidate, persuade him, or just stay out of his way? I am clean. So,
suit your
there we
Be at
go.
the docks if you change your mind.
Alright, well, good to know. I don't need him. This guy's sitting here for no reason. Again, I should be talking to more people and picking up all those miscellaneous quests, but something for a later date.
Heed my words.
Looking for what?
Oh, it's almost 8 a.m. Up, see, here it is. Oh, Brynjolf.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry. Hey, lad.
Alright, this is the start of the Thieves Guild quest line.
You didn't earn a second of it, honest. Oh, but that's what. Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit of an. And in my line of work, simple. I'm going.
He wants me to steal some things and then pickpocket it into.
Sorry, I usually have a nose for the. Never mind then, lad. If you change your mind, come find me.
No need to use them as
Yeah, not joining the Thieves Guild would completely go against. Alright, I want to rent a room.
kicking you out.
You've got the coin, you're welcome. Sure thing, it's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
Alright, I don't remember which room it is. Whoop, that's locked, so that's not it. Is it this one? Nope. You'll be able to tell because the bed will say sleep in. So, here we are. Alright, so I'm going to get myself 5 hours of sleep. Coming up to the end of this edition of DC Plays Skyrim.
Let me know if there's
I am well rested, and apparently she watched me sleep. Creepy Argonian. Alright.
I don't have any business with you, so get out.
Again, could pick up a lot of these things. Not going to. I'm going to... Alright, so yeah, we're going to end this episode. I'll find a nice place to take a my traditional selfie. Uh-oh. Never mind. Apparently we've got things going on. Oh! German suplexing a vampire. That was a fun way to end the time. Alright, I guess there was just one vampire. So here we go. Alright. Outside of Mistvale Keep. Pose. Good enough. Alright, here we are. Riften Keep. Uthgerd is here. Lince Dorado is here. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day in Skyrim. And our next episode will probably be primarily just hanging out in Riften. So... Alright, I got a crossbow. That was kind of the big news of today. Alright there, friends. For Uthgerd and Lince, I'm DC Matthews at DC Matthews NAI. I'll see you around the neighborhood.